If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Well, it's time for a pen review. A while back, I had Mike Green from Mike Green Custom Pen Maker make me a special pen that I wanted. The weight, the length, the girth, the colors, the nib, the clip, everything was what I was looking for my own special pen. Well, here you will see Mike has been documented in his book all the notes that he needs to create this pen. And then I named the pen the Terminator because it reminds me, I don't know, of the Terminator because of its strength, because of its looks, because of its style. So later, I thought of, why don't we do our first little video about it? So we did the Frankenstein video, and it was different. It was harder than we thought. Took a lot of work just to get that little stuff we did in. No, it's not perfect, but it was fun to do, something different, unique, so we're okay with that. So here is this lovely, gorgeous pen. The material of this pen is ebonite. Beautiful pen. Just looking at the pen, to me, it's just a good-looking pen. It has a Bach number 8, 18K, Go, extra broad nib, or just some double broad nib, okay? And the length of the pen, as you see it capped, is going to be 6.02 inches. And then the length uncapped is going to be 5.56 inches. And you can post a pen which would come to 6.34 inches. The diameter of the section, let me twist this little jewel off. There you go. Right here. It's going to be 5.56. And when you post it, it's going to be 6.34. Monster. Beautiful, beautiful pen. Just look at that. That is really a nice pen. And the diameter of the barrel is going to be 0.59 to 9.5 millimeters or 0.37 inches. The cap is going to be 0.51 inches. And the weight is only 28.8 Gs. The weight of the body is going to come down to 16.4 Gs. Right here, the caps are thread, triples. And then, with that said, when you put your fingers on the grip section, it's a nice size grip section. If you hold your pen higher than the grip section, coming through where the cap screws on, there's not going to be any kind of nuisance, botherance, annoying to interrupt your writing, okay? So, the ink capacity with a standard converter is 0.8 mils. Now, this also holds a TWSBI converter with 1.5. So, Mike has put in some different converters that will go along with this pen, so you can get more ink if you like, and you can make it into an eyedropper. Look at the beautiful Bach nib, number 8, super nice pen. And it writes like butter, smooth, wet, beautiful. You'll get a total enjoyment out of the pens. So this is Mike. This is some of Mike's work, just a dab. So if you do an eyedropper, it's around 6.5 mils to 7.0 mils. And all this will be up on the screen so you can see how the Terminator was born. Love the color of the gold clip. I like how it springs back, nice and sturdy, securely. And as we go up this cap to the fitting on top, it's flat, which I like. Kind of reminds me of the Pro Gear to me. I really like that. And as we go down, it kind of tapers off the end, and it's round on the bottom. Okay. And we'll just twist this still off. So let's go down the barrel. And there's your threads and the grip section. And then the nib itself screws out and screws in. So that way you can also order from Mike, if you like, another nib section that's going to fit the Bach nib inside. So not any problems, no hassle, a fun way to try different nibs. So everything is provided. I better unscrew it, shouldn't I? Show the inside. It's a pull-out, push-in converter. And I believe he uses the Pelican converters. And I do have the other converters, but I didn't pull them out yet. Okay. So, you know, it took us about, I don't know, 3-4 months, 5-6 months to find what I was looking for and how I wanted it. And we went over and over again because Mike wanted to make sure that I was going to be happy with the creation. Until finally he came up with the right everything, and the Terminator was born. And so we're going to have others through the years that are going to be popping up. Maybe Terminator 2, Terminator 3, just depends. It will be the offspring of this beautiful pen. Are you with me? Gorgeous pen. I mean, if you are a true pen enthusiast, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Was it expensive? You know, it was very, very affordable. Plus, you get 15% off. And right now, what Mike's doing already, he sends the nibs. They all go to the
Kirk Spear, the nibmeister.
And Kirk tunes them up to make sure that they're ready for Mike's customers at no cost to you. Then they go back to Mike. Mike again checks it for that good old customer service, and he mails them out. Now, 1, 15% off. Use a secret code, Larry15. 2, he has the nibs already tuned, so you will have one enjoyable writing experience. 3, he does send, I think, 1 or 2 cartridges, so if you wanted to get started right then. And of course, the cartridge converter as well. And you're going to see all this on the page behind me. So, very nicely done. And I apologize for taking me so long to do this pen. But, you know, I've had some health issues and still do. And taking little baby steps, right?
Yes.
And but I'm getting there. All right, folks. Now, what we're going to do is the good old paper time. All right, now we're going to do a little writing test. And the wonderful, beautiful ink, one of my favorites, is by no other from a gentleman from Australia, Robert Oyster. And the name of it is Frankly Scarlet. So who is Frank? Well, Frank is the gentleman that owns the Federalist Pens and Paper. And he was the first dealer here in the U.S. to carry Robert Oyster ink. And really, it's a lovely red. I really do like the shade of color that it is. And people have asked me which color do I like, and it's so hard to pinpoint one because Robert Oyster has not made an ink I dislike. They're all so many beautiful, bright colors. They pop, they shine, they have their own personality. He has enough colors, I think, to fit anybody's taste. So we're going to do a writing sample, okay? And we're going to use the campus notebook. Kakoyo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we come to save the day. Mickey Mouse is on its way. Hey, hey, hey. It's a beautiful morning. Number 2. Why not? Isn't that pretty? Yes, yes. And it's going to be 6. And it's going to be 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 22. Okay. And this is the Terminator. Love the nib. Love the nib. Number 8. Okay. Nib. Double broad nib. Okay. By Mike Green. And what is his website so they can find him?
mikespenphone.com.
That's where you can find him right here, okay? And then the ink. And that's going to be the Frankly. All right, so I think that should cover everything. So now I think we'll get started to the fun part. Gotta forgive me because here in my wrist and joints I have that real bad crippling arthritis, so sometimes my hands are all over the place. But I'm still doing it. And we're going to do, look at that. It is just so much fun. I get so much enjoyment using any of my fountain pens. These are the downstrokes. And this is the cross stroke. Downstroke, cross stroke, okay? I love it myself. Let's do a little bit of wetness. Of course it's wet. Yes, sir. It gets wetter than that. Also, there's other inks that are maybe wetter inks, and they really bring it on. But I love this pen. Truly, truly. Now, so there you go. Use that code, and you're going to get 15% off already a low price. And let me see. St. Louis pen show, won't it be?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's week after next, or is it next week?
I believe it's week after next. Could be wrong.
There you have it. So, my friends, there you have it. The Terminator has made his presentation. I'm very proud of the pen. There's nothing that I don't like about the pen. Everything was done to my specifications. Mike has checked with me to make sure that I was happy with it. And I am. So thank you, Mike Green. You've done one heck of a job. I am a happy camper. For those who like Ebonite, Bach gold nibs or steel nibs, large number 8. In fact, before I go, let me just show you. Here is the Mont Blanc 149. Boom, here we go. Now, I just want to show you one more thing before we leave that I always forget, and I apologize. Nib size. Now, look at this nib on that beautiful Mont Blanc 149. Okay? Can they see that pretty good? Okay. Now, I'm going to put both of them up together. Now, look at this little hunker. That Bach number 8. Now, what do you think, Mr. Announcer?
Well, I have to be honest, I'm not sure. Is that the one that's wider?
That's the Mont Blanc. I'm turning it around. And
To me, they look pretty close to the same.
yeah, but the number 8's larger, looks like. To me, yeah. But they're both are beautiful, well-made nibs. I think I'm going to order, maybe a dozen of these and a dozen of the other one. Why not, right? Well, folks, that's it for today. So with that said, peace and love to each and every one of you. Be kind to a stranger out there. Stay safe. And remember, don't text and drive.